All right. Well, hello and welcome. Welcome and hello, you guys. Today is Thursday, which means that it is actually vlog day, and today is vlog day, and we're here and we're stoked. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't do that thing where I put all of the timestamps up here to show you what's included, what's coming up, what might be left out, but for anybody watching on the replay, those timestamps should be down in the description below. But anyway, yeah, welcome. I think I got a full vlog tonight. I think we got all of the segments. We're definitely going to be tasting some beer. We're going to be talking a little about advocacy, what happened with Judge Grimm. I'm not even joking. His name is Judge Grimm, no relation. He even spells it wrong with two M's like I do, and I think that's just some crazy coincidence. We do have a retro vaping. We have a very, very random liquid tasting. We're going to hear some viewer mails. We're going to do some super chats at the end. Stoked on this vlog. Before we get too far into this vlog, I want to do that thing that is my absolute favorite thing to do. And that is hear from one of my subscribers. So right now, I think I'd like to hear from, what was his name? Andrew. His name is Andrew, and right now I'd like to hear from Andrew. Thank you.
What's up, Nick? How you doing? No, I'm not Bogan. I just come from the same country. I'm over on the West Coast, enjoying more sunshine than he does. Firstly, let me say thank you for everything that you do for everyone in the community, your products, liquid line. That's right, I said liquid. I'd like to give a shout out to the vaping community at large, because without each other, most of us wouldn't be here at all. All the help and support that everybody gives freely and willingly is absolutely amazing. But I'd like to give a couple of individual shout outs, if I may. Eric, Violent Vapor, for being a legend. Coil Turd, because he's a champion. Love that guy. Squidly Triss from the Friday Vape Club for producing awesome content. AJ and Elena, two of your beautiful friends. And last but not least, I'd like to give a massive monster shout out to Vaping with Thesis for allowing me on his streams and doing his Mike Vapes impersonations for him. Have a good one. As always, keep on vaping. Cheers.
Yeah, absolutely. Andrew, absolutely, bro. First and foremost, love the accent. I like Bogan's accent. I like any accent that isn't like boring American accent. I guess that's what comes down to. But Boosh, you are shouted out first and foremost, and I did take notes on your video, sir. Looks like we're shouting out Vinny Land, Vinyl and Vapor. Of course, we're going to shout out Mr. Vinyl and Vapor. He was here with me last week, and we were sitting right over there, and now I'm so lonely. I just feel lonely without Vinyl and Vapor, and yeah, he is a legend, so we'll absolutely shout out Vinyl and Vapor. Coil Turd is a champion, 100% a champion. Squidly Triss for being awesome. I remember I know Squidly Triss. I believe Squidly Triss was part of the Yo-Yo Cool Kids Club at one point. He still may be. I don't know if he is. Of course, AJ and Elena, absolutely. Cloud Couture all day long. And yeah, Thesis. Thesis is dope. Thesis is one of my favorite dudes. I've been talking to him a lot more lately. We're trying to work out a time where I can jump over on one of his streams maybe. I just really like Thesis. I really like what he puts out there, and I'm a big fan of Thesis. So yeah, Andrew, absolutely. And if anybody else out there has any videos like Andrew's that you want to send over to me to maybe be featured in this vlog, you want to shout out, shoot, you want to shout out yourself, you want to shout out your shop, you want to shout out your family, your friends, your vape gear, you just want to shoot the shit, whatever, it's all good. Send them on over to me. Nick@GrimmGreen.com. Just mark your subject, that one thing that you like, and chances are I'll see the attachment and I'll watch it, and it may get used. Hey, you never know. You never know. It may get used in a vlog. But what's next? I think what I would like to do right now is, the sun is just going crazy on me. The sun, we're always watching the sun go down here on the vlog, and I'm going to adjust my lights accordingly, like right now. So just give me 1 second. I feel like that puts us in an overall much, much, much better spot. But yeah, so I think what I'd like to do right now, let me take a quick timestamp. I'm going to do my best to get all of the timestamps in this here vlog, but what I'd like to do right now, just because it's not getting any colder sitting on my desk, it's time to taste beer. So the beer that I have today, I don't know exactly where it came from. I want to say his name was Justin, but I don't think that's correct. I know he's in the favorite comments of the week. He's the one that sent me the more peanut butter. He's the one that sent me the old engine oil beer, and I believe he sent me this one as well. New Orthodox IPA M43. And this just, I couldn't pass this up. It was feeling like it needed to be an IPA day today. So I'm actually going to try to Google this and figure out New Orthodox M43. Now let's see how well I can spell any of this. You didn't think I'd spell orthodox correctly. Nope, of course I didn't. So yeah, we have the M43 Old Nation Brewing. No, this is New Orthodox. What? Michigan? New Orthodox IPA series, Old Nation Brewing. Oh no, this is the right one. Okay. We're all on the right page. We're all on the right page here. So this is New Orthodox IPA M43, 6.8%. So it won't get too crazy in this here vlog, but I'm excited to try this. And I wish I could remember his name, but I will remember his name in the favorite comments of the week, because I'm 98% sure. I'm 80% sure that this beer came from him. So, like I always do, just going to be pouring it into a glass. This glass just came out of the dishwasher, which I'm excited about. Nice clean glass this time. Yeah, it's pouring like a hazy IPA would. This is exactly what I expect out of a hazy IPA. It's going to be a little bit of head on top that I'm going to have to drink through like a man, but it's mostly got that hazy, peachy, sort of really cool, translucent. No, it's not translucent. It's the other one. What's the other word for that? Anyway, I got a beer. I'm excited. Cheers. Here's to you guys. Boosh. Insanely juicy. Insanely citrusy. This went in my mouth and my jowls just started watering, tidal wave of saliva coming out of my jowls. It's bananas. There is some upfront sweetness, but mostly what I get right out of the gate is just orange. It's like orange. It's like I took an orange and just cut it in half and just smashed it on my face. That's what this beer tastes like. This beer is the equivalent of an orange smashing on your face. A good old-fashioned orange smashing. That's what we call them in the States. I'm just kidding. That's not a thing. This is delightful. It's not too bitey. It's not too bitter. It's nice and effervescent. I do get that upfront sweetness and just citrus. Just hazy citrus pummeling you in the face. Now, I might pair it with this. This is this is a part of what I've been vaping, but it's that Chroma A Serpent Mini RTA that I set up in the vlog and the retro vaping like weeks ago. Yeah, pardon me. It's still hanging around just because it's such a damn good vape, and it's filled up with low rider liquid. And there's more burps coming where that came from. Just a few more. That's fine. Sorry. Burp life. Should I try to mute the microphone every time I burp? Should I be like, and then like completely exit out like that? I feel like that's a pretty good plan. This is going to be great. This is low rider. One of my favorite liquids of all time. It's kiwi something berry. There's some culotta in it. There's like some menthol in it. It's got that like cooling sensation that I really like in some liquids. I think this is going to be a banging pairing. So let's just jump into it. Yeah, awesome. Spectacular. That is a legit good beer pairing. I apologize. I noticed someone in chat mentioned, how do you feel about the Ambitions vapor stuff? I'm not going to be talking about in this vlog until the very end. I believe there is a favorite comment of the week that sort of brings that subject up. At that point, that's when we're going to talk about it. But this beer pairing is awesome. Dude, I never thought I'd find a beer that pairs with lowrider, but this is perfect. Perfect. It's like they were made for each other. Perfect. Damn, that's great. God, what a good beer. All right, cool. Dude, we are off to a good start. I got a good beer. I got some good vapes. In fact, right now, let me just real quickly talk about some things I've been vaping. The pipe, still hanging around. That K-Fun Light 2019 on here. I just love it. I love the crap out of this setup. I sit on my couch just night after night and just pipe. Just pipe in your face. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. And I love that vape. I also recently set up another Caliburn, but this is with 100% CBD in it. This is the Aria Vapeable CBD. And it's delicious. And I love having a pod that is just CBD. Just CBD pod. Pardon me. It's one of my favorite things. And it wicks well, and it hits well, and it tastes well. Tastes well? That's not a thing. It tastes great. Another thing I've been vaping, still heavy into that slide tank, you guys. I had a video earlier this week, and I apologize. My content on YouTube, apart from the vlog, has been severely lacking, and I am well aware of that. The problem is I spent like the last, 3 weeks like prepping for that vlog with Eric here. It was a lot of work, and it was a lot of like purchasing new equipment and purchasing new lights and purchasing new mics and purchasing new this, that, and the other. And hopefully all of these things work together. And I was like doing nightly trial runs, like every night I was shooting video. And that was like, I was just laser focused on that stream. And now that the stream is over, I'm realizing, oh, okay, well, I'm way behind in everything else. So gonna start cranking away on much more content. Man, I feel so far behind, but I did manage to get a video up for this slide tank. I don't know if any of you guys are really super into mouth to lung. I don't know if those of you that are into mouth to lung have tried this slide tank, but good Lord, this slide tank is a mouth to lung champion. Just a mouth to lung champion, and I dig it. I dig it so much. Filled up with Water Malone. Love it. Dude, it's so good. Let's breeze through some things that have been here for a while. Dreamer, Sonnet, Jess Marie DHD, nub tip on top, the very end of my first bottle of Boule Bolu. It's incredible. That's an incredible vape. I'm also actually hanging in there with this liquid as well. As bizarre as it is, and as many weird things we said about it in last week's vlog, I've just been vaping it. And I still Have no idea what it tastes like. Sometimes it tastes like Kahlua. Sometimes it tastes bakery-ish. Sometimes it tastes cakey. I don't know. That is sitting inside of that Arcless from Ambitions Vapor. This is the Arcless mech with the Ocula RDA on top. And a very dying battery on the inside, but that's what I've been vaping. Also, the Goat Hexome with the Reload Vapor S RDA on top. Been loving the crap out of this. That's loaded up with Ben from Mean Old Dog Vapes. I also have this squonker right here. And I don't know if a lot of people have seen this squonker, but it's called the Aether Squonker. Aether. It's pretty baller. I'm hoping to do a video for this maybe next week, but this is a pretty baller squonker, and it's topped with that Jenna RDA. Damn it, Jay Hayes. The Jenna, it's loaded up with Straw Beezy. Single coils. I love single coils on squonkers with regulateds because you only need to run them at like 40, 50 watts. It's fantastic. Okay, maybe a little bit more wattage. I mean, like a hair more wattage. Let's do like 55 watts. Let's try it again. There we go. There's that Jenna. And then lastly, I threw this up on my Instagram recently. This is for when it doesn't need to match. It just needs to vape. So I've been doing, I'm no Wayne from DIY or Die over there, but I've been doing a little bit of DIY. And in this tank is a little bit of a DIY experiment. It kind of just became a little bit of a mess, but I was trying, well, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. It's not that good. This is the Cartel Mods Revenant topped with the Sense Screen tank in bright, weird acrylic red. It doesn't match, but damn it, it vapes, and that's all I care about. Yeah, that liquid does not taste good. It's okay. It's not great. More revisions. More revisions are needed for that particular liquid. Anyway. Well, we're clipping right along right here in this vlog. We've been through a lot already. I'm just going to have some beer, and I think what we're going to do next is I've got a bunch of it. It was missing from last week's vlog. Let's just do the damn thing. Vape Mail. Yeah, I got my knife. I got a whole mess of vape mail. I have my favorite vanilla scented garbage bags, and we're just going to go through this. There's some bogs. There's some bags and boxes in here from DHL. There's also, I believe, some other mail in boxes. There's one of them, I believe, that's from a patron that says, open this in the vlog. So I'm going to follow the instructions, and I'm going to open it on the vlog. But first things first, I want to get into this DHL because there's a lot of stuff that has come out recently that I am eagerly awaiting. Eagerly awaiting. Like the Recurve Dual RDA. I'm like Mike Vape's fanboy 99, and I love all his products. I'm dying to get that RDA. But what is this? What are you, besides difficult to open? This is the Fogger. The Notice Fogger for true flavor. 360-degree airflow. Do you see this marketing on here? 360-degree airflow for true flavor. True flavor. The Fogger is true flavor. All right, the Fogger. Oh, it comes very cool package. That's fine. All right, Fogger. All right, Fogger. Let's put you to the side and wait for another day. So the vape mail's not off to like a crazy strong start. Fogger tank. I've never heard of it before. Oh. This might be it. This might be it. And I just want to say, whenever I go through my vape mail, I always try to find something along the way that I can set up and vape here in the vlog. Something maybe not too complicated that I can just set up and vape in the vlog. I do have to build for the retro vaping, so I'm going to try to not have to build for the vape mail because it's just so much time, isn't it? It's just so much time of me sitting here and struggling and like looking and not talking. The passage. Yay, the passage. Oh, I've been waiting for this one too. Been dying for this one. I want to look at this passage. I know there's some videos up on YouTube already about this passage. I haven't got it. I haven't got to try it, but you know what? I like Matt. I like the things he does. He is a moderator here. Interesting. 2-post deck. Tons of room. You got like airflow that goes in and down and over. All right. I guess that's why it's called the passage, because the airflow travels through passages. Am I close? Am I close, Matt? Is that why you called it the passage? And a whole mess of coils. A whole mess of Hell Vape coils. Yeah, sleek. Sleek? I was going to say sweet and slick at the same time, and it came out sleek. And then some wire. Okay. Slick. Slick. Passage RDA. Passage. That one's going to get bumped up and used like right away. I want to get to that as soon as I possibly can. I'm stoked on that passage RDA. And I've heard pretty good things about it so far. You know? I don't know. I'm just a nerd and I like getting vape stuff. What do we have here, my friends? Oh, the Voopoo Drag-Nano. The Voopoo Drag-Nano. I don't know how we all feel about Voopoo these days. I don't really care. They're the Voopoo whatever mini kit that I've been vaping that I don't know where it ended up. It's actually kind of awesome. It's actually quite awesome. Am I too dark? Yeah, I feel like I'm too dark. Drag-Nano. I like that name, Drag-Nano. Maybe this is what I'll set up. Oh yeah, look at that. It's just a little tiny Drag-Nano. Just a little itty bitty drag. Just a tiny little pod type of drag. That's actually pretty cool. This actually makes a lot of sense to me. Having a tiny taking your drag device and turning it into a little pod guy. Here's the little pod here. Yep, that's how you fill it. That's how you use it. Slick little pod. Slick little Drag-Nano. And it has the gene chip in it, I guess. Interesting. All right, well shoot, maybe that's something that I set up. And it comes with a chain. Holy crap! You can wear this around your neck. You can wear a vape around your neck with a big chain. I don't want to do this, but I guess I'm forced to, huh? Come on, chain. Yeah. There you go. Should I just leave this the rest of the vlog? I feel like this could be a new look for me. And I'm into it. I'm into this silver Voopoo chain. I want to hang the drag there. No, we're just gonna go straight up chain. Just straight up chain action. Why am I wearing this? Why am I wearing this? Why am I wearing this? It's a little bit goofy, isn't it? It's a little bit goofy. Should we hang it on the microphone? No, the microphone has a chain. The microphone's legit. That is a damn hip microphone stand, man. Valiant Vapes. Oh, this is Savage stuff. Oh, slick. Oh, badass. Savage CBD is a sponsor of the Culture of Clouds podcast. And this is sent over to us because they're a sponsor of it. And I legitimately love the Savage CBD products. Look at that. There's some pens. There's some tinctures, which are my favorite. There is sunscreen. What? And there is aloe. Aloe, sunscreen, tinctures. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Savage CBD. Like I said, Savage CBD is a sponsor of the podcast. Just, in the interest of being honest and open with everybody. I'm going to put these over here. Boosh. Now, here's more. I think I have like four more packages to go through. God, I love Savage CBD. And I don't know if anybody uses CBD out there. I'm a big fan of it. I like it. I like what it does for me. Nick, peace and love from Australia. Who did this come from? Oh, Breeze Tones. Breeze Tones. Breeze Tones. Hell yeah, Ed. How ya, Ed, Breeze Tones? These are some Breeze Tones coils, bro. Some very well packaged Breeze Tones coils. Awesome. Look at that. Look at that official Ziploc bag. A Goliath brand bag. Thank you, Breeze Tones. Thank you, Breeze Tones, for the coils. You can never have enough coils. You can never have too many coils. I always need coils. And since I gave up on building fancy coils years ago... All right. Aliens, 8-wrap aliens. Oh, series. Oh, these are for series, bro. Dang. All right. I have some series stuff that I've been wanting to build and put together, and now I got some Breeze Tones coils to make that happen. Pumped, Breeze Tones. Thank you, Breeze Tones. Oh, this is what I'm going to vape. Yes. This is the package from Vaporgate that I thought was missing, but turns out it's not missing. Oh, and these are doolies and some liquid. Okay. I got a bunch of stuff from Vaporgate, but really, this is what I'm really excited about. This is the Vaporgate, the Pug. This is the Pug from Vaporgate. This is a internal battery. Oh, it's cool. It's a little internal battery, like 80-watt banger. It's got the Vaporgate branded right there. It says the Pug right there. 510, clicky buttons, clicky that. And I believe that you can charge this. Yeah, look at this right here. Literally anything. You want to charge it with USB-C? Sure. You want to charge it with micro USB? Sure. You want to charge it with, I don't know, what is that, a lightning port? There's three different ways to charge this, and that's cool. I like these little things like this. It's one of the reasons why I use that Chroma A so much, just little internal battery bangers. They're great. They're great just for vaping, for having around. I love them in the car. That's honestly when I really like these guys. In the car with like a sub-ohm tank or like a mouth-to-lung tank. It's my favorite. Well, there's a little bit of rattliness there. The Pug. Stoked Vaporgate. Stoked on the Pug from Vaporgate. And there are multiple Pugs here, which means that, yo, there's some $2 sales going on there. Well, shoot. Maybe I'll vape the Pug. No, I still want to vape the Drag Mini or the Drag-Nano. I still want to vape the Drag-Nano. But we got some other stuff in here. The dually tanks that Vaporgate did not too long ago. Dualies. These are crazy sub-ohm tanks. Vaporgate's, I love Vaporgate. I love Yosh. I love Yosh and I love Vaporgate. And he generally does like really crazy stuff, over the top stuff, like the big 50 millimeter, 45 millimeter Mason RDAs and just crazy stuff. Yosh is a man of extremes, and he has so many crazy products, and then he has like really normal. I don't want to say normal, right? Because what's normal, really? This little 80-watt little box mod is kind of the last thing that I really expected Vaporgate to release. It's just not what they're known for. So it's a nice little surprise to see something like that. And then they have some Dooley sub-ohm tanks. We got some blue juice. Sorry, I said it. That was the first time, though. I think that was the first time, though. I think that was the first time I said the J word. We got some blue liquid. We got some raspberry blue slushy liquid. Fantastic. Let me set these over here. See, now I just get mad at myself. I just get frustrated when I slip like that. Bums me out. We got some more. But wait, there's more. We're down to the last few now, you guys. And I think that Voopoo, the Drag-Nano, is still in first place to get put together. And this is... more... haha. All right, well, we got more Ocula RDAs, you guys, for the $2 sales. I kind of gave Kent a hard time. Not gave him a hard time, but like... hang on, this is going to be a great story. So Kent still holds a grudge with me for a lot of the products of his that I've talked about on YouTube. He does. I don't know why, he just does. And that's okay. We're really good friends, but he still, like every once in a while, gets a little bit butthurt still, like about some things. And so when everyone was getting Oculas and I see Ocula videos going up on YouTube and I don't have an Ocula, I'm like, oh, that's funny. So I hit up Kent and I was like, are you just... like, you don't trust me? You don't want me to even try it? You don't want me to even use it? Like, that's cool. Like, that's your prerogative. And he's like, no, not at all, bro. Not at all. Not like that. No. He's like, they should have sent you one. And I was like, nobody sent me anyone. He's like, oh, they should have sent you one. He's like, look, I'll send you one. He's like, they should have sent you one, but I'll send you 2 more. And I was like, okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. So then I got the ones from the factory, and then I got more from Kent. And really... This was just an evil ploy to get more Ocula RDAs to give away into $2 sales. See? You see these side hustles that I run for you guys? But anyway, we got 2 Ocula RDAs that are definitely going into the $2 sales because I have a perfectly functioning Ocula RDA right here that I will hopefully have a video up for this soon, next week. If not next week, then definitely the week after, but hopefully next week. Oh yeah, that battery's dead. Damn it. Let's keep going. No, there's 2 left. One's from China and one has very specific instructions on it that says open on the vlog. So we're going to open it on the vlog. Some Chinese boxes are just so weird. It's like they don't work like normal boxes. Like that. What is that? Here we go. Horizon Tech Magico? Okay. Apparently this is called the Magico. The Magic O. Here we go. Horizon Tech. You tell me what that is. Magico or Magic O? Is that the Magic O? Did Horizon Tech release the Magic O? The Magic O pod. I believe this does both. I believe this is a mouth to lung and a lung kind of in one tall tube. And there's a few colors. There's like a purple. There's a goldy one here. There's a blue. There's a rainbow. I think this is rainbow finish. Does that look like antifreeze? Yeah, it looks like maybe a rainbow. And it's the Magic O. Pod? I don't know. It doesn't really look like a pod. Let's open one. Let's open the purple one. I don't know. Why not? Who cares? Just open the purple one. Let's open a purple one. Let's see what's on this Magico pod. Magico. It's just some vape things. Look, some vape things just get oddly named. Yeah, pod. Is it a pod? When does a pod not become a pod? I think a pod doesn't become a pod when it becomes this, which is essentially a mod. But it's a battery. Sorry, I pulled that out there pretty quickly. It's a battery. Shit, let's just set this up right now. Come on, Magico. Let's do the damn thing. Okay. That feels like mouth to lung. That feels like restricted lung. There's 2 separate coil heads. Yep, this is definitely the mouth to lung coil head, and this is definitely the restricted lung coil head. It's bigger, it's wider, it's got a bigger diameter throughout it. Maybe not. It looks bigger. I think this is... Maybe that's the restricted lung and that's the... Or maybe there is no difference. Maybe it's just one coil head to rule them all, and it's either restricted lung or mouth to lung. I don't know. We'll have to dig into this, Magico. You Magico pod. You're so Magico. You're so Magico. But... yeah, there it is. There's the thing. First impressions, I don't know, feels a little bit cheap, but it doesn't feel super substantial or of obscenely high quality. Feels like a little bit of a cheap type of Chinese product, but that doesn't mean it's not going to vape well. It feels real nice in the hand, and I actually really like this purple finish. I think that finish looks pretty slick. All right, we're not going to set up the Magico pod. Pod. When is a pod not a pod? I think we've just answered that question. I think it's when it's the Magico pod. Oh, I lost the instructions, and I can't lose the instructions. Good Lord, Nick. You need all the help you can get. All right. So we got some Magicos. And then lastly, we have Open on the Vlog. Open on the Vlog. Open on the Vlog. Oh, I recognize this handwriting. I recognize this address. I recognize some things that are here on my desk that I'm now recognizing. Whoops. I still have the chain on my microphone. That is goofy. Nothing yet. What? What? Nick, did you give me a gift? You didn't have... I'm gonna read the card. Can I read the card out loud? Nick, happy belated birthday. Yeah, just you wait, Ruby Roo. Your birthday gift is going to be very belated. Nick, happy belated birthday. You finally made it to 42, your favorite number, which also means that you're officially super old. Yeah, just remember when things get rough, don't panic and always bring a towel. Hope that this year is dope ass and that you find a good spot in your home for your present. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to find a good spot in my home for my presents. Even though I don't know what it is yet. Oh, I'm so excited. What? What? That's awesome. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Okay, maybe not the coolest thing I've ever seen. Oh, why is there so much plastic between me and awesomeness? Oh, yes. Yes. Ruby Roo and Josh, you guys, this is perfect. This is freaking 100% amazing perfectness. Life, the universe, and everything. And 42 at the center. I love this. What? Are you kidding me? Thank you, guys. Thank you, Roo. Thank you, Josh. Shout out to Ruby and Josh, Aspen Modco. Good Lord. Awesome. Awesome, you guys. Thank you. And yeah, this isn't even a matter of if, it's a matter of where. It's going to go right there. I got a spot for it right above Empire Strikes Back, right over here on this wall. It's going to be off camera, but it's a beautiful spot right here, right above Empire Strikes Back. 42. Life, the universe, and everything. Dang, that's cool. Dang, that's cool. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you, Josh. I love you guys. And I'm going to keep this card right here to just cheer me up. I'm going to put it right here. Anyway, that actually does represent all of the mail. And the thing out of all of that that I am still the most fascinated by is this little Drag-Nano. It's just so cute. Look at this. Look at this little shiny Drag-Nano. Hugs to the max, Ruby Roo. And look at this little Drag-Nano. It's like a tiny little pod system. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try my best to get this little Drag-Nano going. That's not how you fill it. Oh, that is how you fill it. Oh, okay. So the filling method kind of sucks. What? Why would they do that? Okay. The filling method's real weird. When you pull off this this cap here, it exposes a juice fill hole like on the side. Do you see that? Do you see that juice fill hole kind of like on the side there? It's kind of just right there. All right. Hey, that's fine. Let me get a liquid. Should I put icicles in it? Because I still have icicles. It's just the worst juice of all time. Sorry. Liquid. All right, that's 2. 2 in one vlog so far. It's not bad. What I'm going to do is put some minimal. This is minimal berry lemonade. Doesn't have 2 holes for liquid, so let's see how this filling goes. Oh, yep, fucked up. Yep, that's what happens when you don't put 2 fucking holes in your pods. Now I have to wait for the air to get to where it needs to go. Aha, okay, let's try this again. Oh, stupid. This is the stupidest filling system ever. Oh, Voopoo, come on, man. Why did you do this? All right, well, that's as good as it's getting. I'm not waiting to try to fill this up all the way. That's a dumb fill method. That's a dumb fill port. Putting it on the side like that with a tube running in between like the 2 chambers of the pod. Bad idea, Voopoo. That was a bad idea. That was a real bad idea. So I'm assuming I can just put this in here and vape it. The pod's full. I think it's flooded with liquid. No, there's no nothing. There's no buttons, or you don't turn it on in any way. I'm going to try to charge it with like a USB. Maybe that'll kick it into action. Maybe. I plugged it into a micro USB over here that you can't see. The cord's not long enough. It doesn't seem to have sprung to life in any capacity. There's no lights or anything happening. It's a pod, you know, like, come on. Let's definitely look at the instruction booklet for a pod. Drag-Nano, yeah. Step 1, understand the product. That's step 1, is understand the product. Understand the product. Open the package and take out the battery and pod. Fill e-liquid. Pull out the black drip tip, and adding the liquid through the slot is a recommendation to keep 2/3 full after filling. Put the drip tip on. Step 3 is use the product. Keep the pod with e-liquid still for about 5 minutes. Insert the pod into the main body with the indicator light flashing once, indicating that it is ready to vape. Aha! I get no indicator lights. I have no indicator lights. Maybe I'm putting it in. Nope. There's only... I get no indicator lights. I believe right here, this is supposed to be an indicator light. Like this little dot right there. That's the only place that I could... There's no indicator lights happening. As far as I can tell, there's only one way to put this in. There's 2 ways to put this in. It goes in both ways. I don't know what the fuck. It's just straight up not working. I get no indicator lights, no nothing, no shit. All right. Well, that just means I'm going to have to break into the other one, and I'm going to get this battery out of here because I'm determined to vape this. And ultimately, you shouldn't have to do that. You should open your Drag-Nano, and it should work like it's supposed to, right? Out of the box. Do what the instructions say, and you should be vaping. Such is not the case, and I don't believe I'm missing anything. Yeah, see, this one gave me an indicator light. So I opened the other Drag-Nano that is in a slightly different, more, I don't know, greeny, yellowy texture, sort of ugly, super ugly resin like that. This one, when I plugged in the pod, you'll see, eep, little green light appeared there. Let me do it again for those that don't believe me. Haters will say it's photoshopped. Click, green light. Okay, that one was not a good example because you couldn't see the green light. Ready? Click, green light. So now if I take a drag on this, if I take a drag, oh, it didn't focus in time. The joke was ruined. If I take a drag on it, it should work. Theory says that this should work now. Hey, it's vaping. It's vaping, dude. It's a little bit... I'm not used to this much nicotine. This is a lot of nicotine. This is a 40 milligram, and it's real... It's just hitting me. It's just hitting me in that salt nick place. Real tight. Real tight mouth to lung. Real tight. Actually, you know how I can prove that this is live? Sup, J. Hayes. That's how I can prove it's live. Real tight. The airflow on this is stupid tight. Really very, very tight. If you are used to things like the Juul or like the Fix or like any sort of pod with a real tight mouth to lung, this is tight. Tight mouth to lung. The tightest. This is the tightest mouth to lung, I believe, that I have on my desk. There's not a tighter mouth to lung. This is it. This is super tight. This is, I hear a lot of people about pods and mouth to lung in general, like, it's not tight enough. It needs to be tighter. It's too loose. 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 Tight. Real tight. Real tight. But I kind of like it. All right. I kind of like it. I kind of like this, dude. I kind of like this little drag. I wish it didn't have resin. I wish it was just pure shiny silver. Like, that just looks so cool. If it was pure shiny silver all around, I'd kind of be into that. I'm just not a huge fan of resin. I don't know. It was like this huge trend for so long. I'm just not that big a fan of resin. And really, kind of what I'm most bummed out about this Voopoo is that one of them is completely MIA, broken, dead broken. Like right out of the package broken. That doesn't bode very well. I got 2 and one of them doesn't work. All right, Voopoo. All right. Thankfully, the one that does works real well. Delightful. Yes, quite. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, there we go. We're about an hour in, and we're doing great. We are right on track to make this vlog 3.5 freaking hours long. Let me have a little bit of beer here. Let me regroup myself. I think we're going to do some news and advocacy next. Because we kind of just jumped in and went straight for the fun stuff. And I didn't really get to do the news that I wanted to talk about. So that was Vape Mail. All of the things. The Voopoo Drag-Nano. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine and it's vaping and it's a real tight airflow. Can I say that again? Should I repeat myself a few more quadrillion times? Sounds good. But enough of that. Enough fun. It's time for advocacy now. So let me find... I don't know. I don't know where the bumper is. Here it is. Ready? Let's talk about it. News and advocacy. Yeah. So the one thing that I wanted to talk about today was, and this is really very, very new news. This is a few days old. In fact, the article that I'm going off of here, the Dayton Daily News, was updated just 2 hours ago. Okay. And this isn't a very long article. So I think I'd kind of like to just blow through the whole thing and we'll address it as we go along. Starts off and says, Washington, D.C., a federal judge is siding with public health groups in suing the Food and Drug Administration to begin reviewing thousands of e-cigarettes on the U.S. market. A ruling handed down Wednesday, that's yesterday, in district court states that the agency shirked its legal duty when it postponed reviewing all U.S. vaping products by several years. What they're referring to is when Scott Gottlieb took office as head of the FDA, he extended the PMTA deadline, the pre-market tobacco application deadline, until 2022. That was like his first act as commissioner, was to extend the regulatory timeline to 2022. That's when the PMTAs are due, 2022. This is pre-epidemic. The American Academy of Pediatrics, the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids, and other groups filed the federal lawsuit in Maryland last year. The groups say the lack of FDA oversight has led to an explosion in underage vaping by teenagers, threatening to hook an entire generation of Americans on nicotine. There's so much in this one paragraph that I would like to address, but I have a feeling it's just going to make me mad and yelly. So I'm going to try my best not to get mad and yelly. So in the chat, just yell at me, just pull all caps, be like, hey, slow down, because I might get mad and yelly. And that's a thing that just might happen. So the American Academy for Pediatrics and the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids. Well, we know that the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids is actually Big Pharma. They are created and funded by Johnson & Johnson through the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. Good Lord. We talked about a lot of this in Vaping's Biggest Enemy. Shout out to Danielle Jones. We talked about it in Vaping's Biggest Enemy. I will additionally put links down below in the description of this particular video if you'd like to read up on Johnson & Johnson, Big Pharmaceuticals, and their foundation, which has created and funded the tobacco campaign for tobacco-free kids. So really, they could say the American Academy of Pediatrics and Big Pharma filed the federal lawsuit in Maryland last year. The groups say the lack of FDA oversight has led to an explosion in underage vaping by teenagers, threatening to hook a generation of Americans on nicotine. So much. There's so much going on there. Okay, well, they're wrong. So I don't think that the lack of an FDA oversight is what led to an explosion in underage vaping by teenagers. And I don't think that there was actually an explosion in underage vaping by teenagers. I think it would be silly to not acknowledge that, yeah, there's a lot of underage vaping going on that I don't like. Nobody wants underage vaping. I don't want underage vaping. Nobody wants underage vaping. No tobacco control person wants underage vaping. No vapor advocate wants underage vaping. Of course, nobody wants underage vaping. Was it the lack of FDA oversight that led to underage vaping by teenagers? I don't think so. And threatening to hook a generation of Americans on nicotine, of course, you don't want to be addicted to anything. Nobody wants that burden. But are we upset that it's an addiction just because it's an addiction, regardless of the harm? Is that where we're landing on this? We're just upset by people's addictions, regardless of the harm it's causing them? It sounds like it. Am I wrong? I mean, it sounds like it. Now the FDA's responsibility to take immediate action to protect our kids and require manufacturers to apply to the FDA if they want to keep their products on the market, the group said in a statement. And then they talk about what e-cigs are a little bit. E-cigarettes are nicotine-emitting devices that have grown into a multi-billion-dollar industry in the United States, despite little research on their long-term health effects, and that is not entirely true. There is actually quite a bit of research on their long-term health effects, super readily available. It's out there. Maybe we could send it to Campaign for Tobacco Free Kids. I'm not sure they'd listen. Maybe we could send it to this judge. I'm not sure he would listen, including whether, and this is the part I jumped the gun and got angry too quickly. Despite little research on their long-term health effects, ready for this sentence? Including whether they are useful in helping smokers quit cigarettes. What? E-cigarettes are a nicotine-emitting device that have grown into a multi-billion-dollar industry despite little research on their long-term health effects, including whether they are useful in helping smokers quit cigarettes. Are you kidding me? What? I'm at like a complete lack of words to say right now. The New England Journal of Medicine just released a study showing that vapor products don't just help smokers quit cigarettes, but that they are actually twice as effective as any current NRT on the market. Vaping is the most successful smoking cessation product in the history of time, in the history of the world. Not since the Big Bang has there been a more effective smoking cessation product. It's crazy to me that they are saying, oh, we don't even know if they actually even really help smokers. Oh, you don't really know? Have you asked anybody? Have you looked at any studies? Are you familiar with the New England Journal of Medicine? Because I feel like a lot of doctors and people should be. The FDA gained authority to regulate the products in 2016, but it has allowed thousands of products to remain on the market without formal rules or product standards. The agency says that both FDA staff and manufacturers need more time to prepare for regulation. The public health groups have warned that the lack of oversight could undo decades of anti-tobacco efforts as young people migrate towards newer vaping products. Does it matter if they were smokers or not? Because I feel like that's a really important question to ask, if they were smokers or not. Because sure, young people using vapor products, I don't want any young people using vapor products. But if there is a currently cigarette addicted young person, then I think the conversation of whether or not that currently addicted smoker of a young person should take up vaping between maybe him or her and their parents or guardians. I think that's the discussion that needs to be had. I think personally, if there is a 17-year-old that is smoking a pack of cigarettes a day, I think it's ridiculous to make them wait until they're 18, or better yet, wait until they're 21 to be able to quit using vapor products. Is that in the interest of public health? That's what I'm putting out there. U.S. Judge Paul Grimm, no relation, called the FDA's delay so extreme as to amount to an abdication of its statutory responsibilities. Wow. An FDA spokesman said an FDA spokesman could not immediately provide comment Wednesday evening. The agency will have the option of appealing the decision. Gregory Conley, shout out to Gregory Conley of the American Vaping Association, said that the government must appeal this ruling to protect adult access to less harmful alternatives to cigarettes. 100%. Gregory Conley, I'm on board with you. Under President Donald Trump, FDA's Commissioner Scott Gottlieb, who departed last month, the FDA said it would not require e-cigarette manufacturers to submit their products for review until 2022. Shortly before stepping down, Gottlieb seemingly arbitrarily moved that deadline up to 2021. And I don't know why he did that. He went from 2019 to 2022 to 2021. Just seemingly with no rhyme or reason or anything like that. But Grimm's ruling suggests the FDA must move much faster. He calls for the health groups and the FDA to submit plans moving forward with product reviews within 30 days. The next 2 months of tobacco control are going to be bananas. It's going to be chaos. It's just a roller coaster. Wednesday's ruling follows a similar decision last September when a federal judge said that the FDA must move ahead with adding graphic warning labels to cigarette packs. The FDA was required to take that step under a 2009 law, but the process has been bogged down by legal challenges from tobacco companies. The courts are clearly pushing FDA at behest of medical and consumer groups to step up their regulatory pressure on the industry, said Mark Scheinson, a former FDA official who now advises companies with the law firm Alston and Bird. Schneilson said he expects the FDA to argue that it doesn't have the resources to process the flood of applications that the industry would submit if this ruling is enforced. 100%. I think that is truly and honestly the biggest reason. They don't have the resources. With all of the vapor companies in the United States that are going to be submitting PMTA applications, it would just bring their entire system to a screeching halt. Of course, they don't have the resources for it. They didn't have the resources for it in 2016. They don't have the resources for it in 2019. I doubt that they will have the resources for it in 2022 or 2021 or whenever the PMTA ends up being actually implemented. The FDA and most health experts agree. Here's where it gets interesting. The FDA and most health experts agree that e-cigarettes are likely less harmful than traditional cigarettes because they don't produce the cancer-causing byproducts of burning tobacco. But there is little research into their long-term health effects, particularly for young people. Nicotine is what makes both cigarettes and e-cigarettes addictive, and health experts say the chemical is harmful to developing brains. Oh, I'm sick of hearing about how this chemical is harmful to developing brains. They call it brain poison, right? And I don't know if anybody's on Twitter, but you should get on Twitter and you should follow, hang on, let me try to find, I can't remember his, Gardner, what's his last name? Gardner? Yeah, Charles A. Gardner, PhD. He has one of my favorite Twitter accounts. He's just always all over everything tobacco harm reduction, tobacco control, and it's spectacular. So when he's talking about the chemical is harmful to developing brains, I'm trying to find this tweet. I mean, this could be way back in there, but Charles Gardner, PhD, had a spectacular little tweet about the whole brain poison something in your brain, and he said no, it's not damaging, but it does change the way your brain operates. And addiction, I can't find it. I don't even know why I did that. I can't find it, but please, I'm going to post a link. I don't know. I'm going to post it right now in the chat. Just jump over to Twitter. Give Charles A. Gardner, PhD, a follow because he is one of my favorite resources on Twitter, and he's just one of my favorite Twitter accounts. So let's get back to this. Separately, on Wednesday, North Carolina's Attorney General announced that the first state lawsuit against e-cigarette giant Juul, which dominates the U.S. vaping market. Oh, so the North Carolina is suing Juul apparently as well. So what does this mean? What does this all mean? What does this really mean? Well, it means that there's some upset groups, including a judge and including Big Pharma, aka Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids, that are really upset that vapor products are still on the market. That's what this comes down to. They really hate vaping, and they're really upset that these products are still on the market. The reason they're upset that these products are still on the market is obviously youth use. They're focused on this like a laser beam, and it makes me insane. They're not celebrating the fact that smoking rates are at the lowest they have been in the United States ever. They're not celebrating the fact that youth smoking rates are at the lowest they've ever been in the United States ever. They're not celebrating the fact that literally millions of adults worldwide have eliminated combustible tobacco from their lives thanks to less harmful vapor products. It almost doesn't feel real. It doesn't, and it certainly doesn't feel like America and the land of freedom. When we're living in America and the land of freedom, and we have this like crazy oppressive tobacco control, Food and Drug Administration, pharmaceutical companies, masquerading as public health organizations. It's insane to me. And then you look outside of the United States at places like, New Zealand, where the big article from New Zealand is that the government recommends smokers dump their cigarettes and pick up a vape. The government of New Zealand is actively getting their citizens to switch to vapor products. The government of the United Kingdom is actively getting their citizens to switch to less harmful vapor products. And then you come to the United States, where we're actively trying to demonize less harmful vapor products and actually get adults to not use them. What is wrong with this picture? What is wrong with this picture? I get so upset because I feel like FDA and tobacco control, it's just going to turn me into Alex Jones, and I'm just going to start yelling and pounding on the desk, and I don't want to do that. But reading these articles every day, day in and day out, and reading these studies and day in and day out, it just is the most overwhelming thing, because you get to a point, even the best advocate, and maybe even Greg Connolly has done this, where you just go, shit, like what the fuck? Like you just want to throw your hands up and go, fine, ban it all. Go ahead. I am done. Ban it all and see what happens. Sure. Let's ban all of vaping and see what happens. You like it when people smoke? Well, congratulations. You're going to have a fuck ton of people smoking now. Like, I get that way almost every day. It makes me so angry that I can't even function. I can't even function. And that's one of the things, there hasn't been any 510 reports in a while, because I get so mad at all of these articles and studies that I go, how could I even approach this objectively? How could I possibly report this news in an objective manner when it's lunacy? It's insanity. It's craziness. It is craziness. So here, I'm going to post a link. I'll post a link down in the description of this here vlog as well. Let's do it down here. Let's do New Zealand. And we'll put that there. I'll throw it in the description, or I'll throw it in the chat here as well if you want to read that. It's a fantastic article. Government in New Zealand is recommending that every smoker drop their cigarettes and pick up a vape as soon as possible. I can't even. Here's the thing. I can't even. It makes me so mad. So, I know. Thank you, Thomas Crow. Thank you, Thomas Crow. Let's just pump the brakes. Let's just have a little beer. Let's have a little CBD. Let's calm myself down. CBD, is there anything you can't do? All right, well, now that that's over with, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and end the news and advocacy portion because I want to get to some way more fun stuff. And what I'd like to do right now is honestly retro vape. I want to do it. I want to do it. You want to do it? Should we do it? Should we do it? Should we retro vape? Let's go. Oh, okay. I thought we had way less time than we really do. I looked down at my timer and I was like, oh, what? We only have 20 minutes left? But we don't. We have way longer than that. So cool. So here's what we're retro vaping today. I got this as a, kind of like a hand-me-down gift at NVE in Connecticut this last year, just this last few months ago. This came from, I just had his name. Shit. Unreal. I can't remember your name. I can't remember your name, dude. I cannot remember your name. I'm so sorry. If you handed this off to me at NVE with the purpose of retro vaping, pre-stickered with a daily Vape TV sticker, just comment in the chat or comment down below. I need to give you proper credit. I almost want to say your name was Jeremy, but I don't think that's right. In fact, I have a little segment to put in between retro vaping and liquid tasting. So, boosh, get excited about that. I really want to talk about that Z Biip. Real quick. So, here's the thing. I've never used this. So, what we're looking at is this is a Lotus. This is an old Lotus mod. Lotus. This was, I want to say, 2015. Maybe 2014, but mostly 2015. It was a regulated device. It was real wonky. I never really got one of these to use them, but they had that little like BB style button right there. And what's on top, I believe this is the Mutation X version 3. Let me see if I can see this engraving on the bottom. Yeah, Mutation X version 3, which... they were fine RDAs. Mutation X, a lot of those early RDAs were kind of all very similar. They were kind of all going for the same thing at the same time. But this one has a Trinity glass cap on it. No, this isn't the Trinity glass caps. Every glass cap I see, and I apologize to Trinity glass caps right now. Any glass caps I see, I always instantly say Trinity glass caps. It's become like a generic term. Any glass cap. I'm like, oh, it's a Trinity glass cap. This isn't a Trinity glass cap. This actually came with the Mutation X V3. They shipped it with a glass cap on there. But this needs coils. It needs batteries and it needs coils, which means I'm going to have to try to sit here and build some round wire build, which can be easily done because I got, little coily tools or whatever. Now, the battery sled is marked. There it is. And you go there. Holy crap. That's interesting. I've never used this, so I don't quite know what's going on. But I think we're just gonna build it and I don't know. We're gonna build it and try to vape it, right? So I should have thought this ahead. This is my favorite build kit. I used to use this constantly. This is from UD. And they had a really cool little buildy kit guy. And I'm going to use this. I'm going to use comp wire. I'm going to use Coil Master comp wire. Pretty sure this is just Canthal. Pretty sure this is just a Canthal wire. And that's okay. I got some Canthal wire. And so I want to build some big 3mm coils on here, right? That's the way to go. Boosh. 3mm coils. I need new clippers as well. And I apologize. I just have to take my glasses off to build. I'm nearsighted, so I can see up close really well, like this microphone. Perfectly crystal clear in focus, but anything like past the microphone, it's just blurry. I just see a brown blob over here that just looks like my camera. All right, let's do like just building. Straight up old school building round wire builds. Who does this anymore? And this is the 3mm. So we're going to do like, what's the gauge of this wire? 24 gauge. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm going to do a 24 gauge 8 wrap. I believe that's how the Ruby build goes. I'm not 100% sure. I have to get some clarification on that, but I'm doing a 24 gauge Canthal. Oh God, where did my other wire go? Here it is. Canthal build around a 3mm. I'm not really too concerned with resistance right now because it's going on a regulated mod. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. Barely got that last wrap on there, boy. Boosh. All right, well, I got 2 contact coils now. Or, you know, we used to call them contact coils. We used to call them micro coils. They're just whatever, regular coils. Regular round wire coils. It's weird that once upon a time, building was so new to everybody that we just had to make up terms for things. It was like, well, what do we do when the coils are touching? Well, those are contact coils. Oh, so now we have spaced and contact coils. What about twisted spaced coils? Yeah, that's a thing too. That's a thing too, sucker. All right. I'm going to use cotton bacon for the cotton portion of this. Just because cotton bacon, I think, is my favorite bacon. My favorite bacon? It is my favorite bacon, but it is also my favorite cotton. They are a sponsor of the podcast as well, just in the interest of open and honestiness. So this is like a 4-post deck. And it's actually a 3-post because the middle block, it's kind of like the TM, the first Twisted Messes RDA. It's got that big block right in the middle. So I'm going to take my 3mm coils. We're going to install them. I'm really excited to try this Mutation X. So it's going to go like this, I guess. Oh, that was a bad idea. Let's go like this. There we go. That's how you build. See, Nick? You remember how to build. You remember building. All right. Well, we got one coil in. It's basically ready to go. God, I love a good round wire build. I haven't vaped a really good round wire build in so long. But I mean, once upon a time, that's basically all I vaped. 100%. All I vaped was round wire builds. It's crazy to think about that. It's crazy to think about that once upon a time we all vaped Chinese juices. Well, not all of us, but those old school folks, we remember 100% Chinese juices, don't we? That was a ridiculous time in the world. Okay, I'm going to have to pre-clip this lead for sure. I always send leads just flying around my office. Everywhere. And I'll just vacuum later and call it good. If you're ever over at my house, which, I don't know, none of you should be, but if you ever find yourself here, don't walk in my office without shoes on. Oh, man. I'm having a bitch of a time with this. All right, coil. I will get you installed. All right, coil. Oh, every time. Hang on, sorry. The problem is I pre-clipped that lead way too short. I pre-clipped the lead that goes through the center way too short. So now I'm wrestling. I'm like trying to fight it to get it in there. I just need to... What the fucking shit, motherfucker, stupid Chinese... The way they used to drill these holes was really poor. They weren't like flush holes. That what you'd have is like drilled through, but sometimes the center would be a little bit hollow. So you get like these exterior like ledges that were... I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to explain right now. Anybody that's built a really old RDA, you might know what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, I have to get this right in one try, and that is so much pressure. Like, that is an obscene amount of pressure trying to get this done in one try, because if I fuck up, I'm not building another coil. We're just gonna call this retro vaping good. I'll be like, nope, messed it up. Sorry, everybody. I messed it all up. First thing I'm going to do is, because since I don't understand quite how that orchid works or that lotus works, I'm going to put this RDA on here just so I can get a much more accurate, reading, ohm check. But we're in pretty good shape right now. Not bad. Not bad. You guys want to see my dope build that took me like 20 minutes to build? Look at that. See that? That's not bad right there. That's not bad for like not even pulsing it, not even anything it. That's not bad. I feel like that's pretty good. Rate this build on a scale of 1 to 10. I better see a bunch of 10s in the chat. Just want to see how good this build is. Kid still got it. That's right, I still got it. I actually never had it, so I can't still have it if I never had it. So what are you going to do? I need my ceramic tweezers first. 0.45. Dang. 0.45. I'm going to turn this down to like 30 watts. Oh, I see. I see what the rating systems is. 5. Thank you, Vic. 23. That's what I like to see. 4. Thanks, Ruby Roo. Thanks, Ruby Roo, you big jerk. This is a Ruby build. Well, I guess... Okay, I understand that. Ruby Roo would be the authority of a round wire Ruby build. So, let's pulse and strum. Round wire builds are far, far easier to get glowing evenly. I mean, obviously, because it's round wire, you don't have any odd wires, different gauge wires claptoning around the outside. And so it's literally like 2 seconds and they're just glowing flawlessly, perfectly evenly. Final resting resistance is a 0.45. Now... let's wick it real quick. Does anybody know how this Lotus works? I've got it turned all the way down. I'll just give it a try. It's no big deal. What's the worst that's going to happen? Like, I might mess up the coil in there, but I don't really care. I'm not super attached to the coil. So we did a 3mm. So I'm going to grab a whole wad of cotton bacon. Skadoosh, just like that. 3mm is my favorite to build. It's the easiest to it's the easiest to like measure for cotton, I think. It's all around my favorite diameter to build on. 3mm. Boosh all the way. Boosh and a half. Boosh times your butt. All right, vape shears. Here they are. I thought I lost these earlier today, and I was legitimately upset about it. Because the vape shears have just become a way of life for me. I can't build without them. I can't do anything without my vape shears. So this is a real old school design. We're going to have to do the fold and tuck, where you grab your wick and you kind of tuck it under and then drop it down into the juice well. If I had an uppy closey cam, I would try to show you this process, but it's how every RDA used to have to be wicked. Every RDA used to have to be wicked like this. Tugboats wicked like this. Everything wicked like this. The dot mods wicked like this. Everything I've used wicks like this. So, look at that. Don't act like you're not impressed. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 50, rate that wicking job, because that's like an Instagram worthy, that's like a macro vape porn Instagram worthy build shot right there. You can't even see it. It's not even in focus, but I'm just still showing it to you. All right, let me get some liquid. We're not going to use... what liquid? Dang, what liquid? This is what it all comes down to, doesn't it? Let's just go back in the time machine a little bit. Let's try some Stroman head. 42s, 42 and a half. That's very nice. 50 of 50. Now you're just lying. See, Matt, I believe that. 47 out of 50. I believe that. That seems like a reasonable... That sounds like a reasonable score. 47 out of 50. That's not bad. Dude, that's an A. That's better than I did in school. That's a passing grade. That is a passing grade. 35. Wow, thank you. I mean, I guess. And then, you know what? That's fine. I don't mind being scored low, because that just motivates me to up my game and to build even better next time, so that next time everyone has no choice but to type in a 50. Everyone's going to say, Nick, those are perfect. That's a 51 out of 50. Okay. Kind of cranking along here. Let's turn this up to 59 watts. Okay. Well, now it's really cooking. Maybe 59 watts is going to be a little bit too much. Maybe not. All right, I'm going to try to get this on this Lotus, because I want it to work. I want to vape this true retro vaping setup. Like, this was his setup, this Lotus with the Mutation X V3 and the clear, the glass cap. So I kind of want to vape it exactly like he would have. That airflow is not pointing at the coils even a little bit. Even a little bit. So, okay, if I press the button... Oh, okay, I see. It's an adjust to taste type of thing. All right. I'm going to dial this up a little bit. 3.9 volts. You can bleh your liquid like a champion on the Mutation X version 4, though. V3. All the Mutation X's. I guess I should put my glasses back on. Hey, there you guys are. I have a Mutation X V3, fully built with 24 gauge Canthal. I did an 8 wrap on a 3mm. This is on top of the Lotus device that I haven't ever used. I have used the Mutation X V3. So what's going to say that this is a 2015 vape. We're going to call it 2015. What's that, 4 years old now? All right, Strawman head. Let's see how we go. Retro vape. Whoa! Whoa! Did anybody else hear that? I was just trying to purge. There you go. That's what happens when you purge on this. All right, let's try to actually vape it this time. Okay. Airflow is just the worst. Just the worst airflow. And it definitely needs a little bit more power. This mod, I don't know if it's like a PWM mod, but it's got this really bizarre like ramp up time that happens. I press the button and it's like, was that a thing with the Lotus? I don't recall. I'm used to like, press the button, get power, press the button, get power. This is like, press the button, chill. Okay, now have some power. That's what it feels like vaping this. Here's what I'll say so far. The flavor on this is actually pretty good. That's about the only redeeming quality of this. It's just the airflow. So this top cap has just 2 holes. Just 1 hole on each side. Got maybe that's like a 1.5 millimeter hole on each side. So it's very, very restricted lung hit. I'm surprised that the flavor is any good on this because the airflow holes are actually directing the airflow above your coil, like skimming across the top of your coil. Let me try to turn this wattage up again. Okay, this is 5 volts. 5 volts on a 0.4. I feel like this should be pretty good. Oh, that's okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. This is actually okay. It's vaping. This round wire is vaping like a champ in here. Now, the Mutation XV3, when it came out, it wasn't like, oh, wow, I am flooding the crap out of this. Those coils are literally submerged right now. That was insane. I just kept dripping and dripping and dripping, and those coils were actually like physically under liquid. Okay, it's vaping. It's definitely vaping. I'm very gracious of you to pass this along to me, and it's vaping. This form factor of this Lotus honestly isn't too bad. It's like kind of nice in the hand, and I've never been a real big fan of like these types of like really like BB buttons like this, but this one is a little bit joyous to use. It's a little bit nice and clicky. It's not too difficult or anything like that. Yeah, this is definitely a saturated vape. Good Lord, I just can't purge through it because you get this. Oh, now the whistling's gone. Oh man, I was having so much fun with that whistling. Boosh. So there you go. I don't know. It's vaping. It's not that great. The Mutation XV3 wasn't a really super revolutionary RDA. It was a simple 4-post. Round wire build went in there fairly easy. Wicked it as I do. The airflow on this cap isn't super great. Really very restricted, which I'm not against. It's just not smooth. It's real turbulent. It's real jagged. It's real sharp. And I did get it to whistle pretty bad there for a while, but it's kind of cool. I like retro vaping is one of my favorite parts of the vlog because I like going back and trying these old things. Like, I feel like that's not like, I say like too much. What is that? Why am I saying that so much? That's stupid. Tell me to stop doing that, please. I feel like not a lot of people have the ability to like go through and vape a bunch of old stuff. Just grab a really old mod and try it out, or grab a really old atomizer and try it out. So I'm going to take advantage of that anytime I can. I think it's important to remember like our roots, where we came from. At one point, this was the brand newest, hottest, fucking hypiest thing that you could possibly get was a Lotus. I remember Lotus at VPX was like, Lotus, and it was this big deal, and Lotus mods, and everybody wanted a Lotus. A few years later, who remembers Lotus? Nobody remembers Lotus. But at the time, this was the shit. This was like, God, this was it. This was everything. This was the newest hotness. And now we're kind of looking back on it a little bit like it's a little bit dorky now, right? Kind of dorky. But it's vaping. It's vaping, and it's honestly fairly enjoyable. I'll say this. If the FDA came, or if Aliens came, and they took everything I had except for this Lotus and this Mutation X V3 hand-me-down retro vaping device, I'd be all right. I would vape this. I would vape this, and I would enjoy it, and I would vape it, and I would just not smoke cigarettes. I'd be perfectly cool with this. The airflow is actually not that bad. I might have gone a little overboard with how bad it was. The airflow is actually not that bad. Okay. Okay, cool. And Strawman Head's delicious. Well, that's another retro vaping that'll probably hang around just a little bit. I'm kind of digging it. I'm kind of into that. So now that we're done with retro vaping, let's move forward into... Oh, where are you, little button? How about liquid? I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that like Oprah move. Liquid! Don't know why I did that. Ooh, I know why I did that, though. Thank you, beer. So the liquid that I have to taste today, I don't know much about it. I don't exactly know where it comes from or who makes it, but it's called Lemon Life. I've seen this around a little bit on social media, here and there. Lemon Life. Been craving some sort of like lemonade, limeade. This happens to be a strawberry lemonade that I'm pretty excited to get into. Not really super familiar with this. It comes in the 260 ml pack, which I love. I love that idea. Big warning. Fairly cool branding. I genuinely like these colors that are used on here. Crushing that lemon. Lemon Life. Sure. And what we're going to be tasting it out of, yet again, Mike Vape's Recurve RDA. This is a freshly built and wicked Mike Vape's Recurve RDA because Thursday morning is when I prep for the vlog. So I'll spend probably the first 2 to 3 hours of my morning just getting everything set up. It's like, are the bumpers ready to go? Are my comments of the week ready to go? Is this set up? Is that set up? Do I have this? Do I have that? Let's get this. Let's do my mails. Let's do the comments. I clean out a bunch of stuff and I do this. And so the time came for me to clean this out for the liquid tasting. And I was, going way too fast. And I grabbed the cotton and I just ripped it out. And it took all of the coil with it. It was like, and then I looked down and my coil's sticking out to here. And I was like, oh, fantastic. So I grabbed a Turk single coil Alien, threw it in here, 2.5 millimeter. I'm stoked. I'm stoked to try this Lemon Life. I'm stoked that I have a freshly built and wicked Recurve RDA. It's sitting on top of this 3D printed Fractus mod that I've just been dying to use, the SVC mods. I believe this is out of the UK. Very nice printed, 3D printed mods. Feels like a real nice, high quality 3D printed mod. So I'm just gonna, here, before we get too carried away and put it all over the atomizer, let me just do a quick little knuckle. That tastes like it's gonna pair with this IPA just so freaking well. What I got right there off my knuckle was a little bit of strawberry and mostly what tasted like lemon rind, like a very citrusy, very, very zesty sort of lemon rind. That's kind of the flavor that I got out of there. I'm hoping that translates a little bit more into more of like a lemonade type of flavor. Vapor smells good. All right, cool. Well, you're all liquided up. So here we go. Mike Vapes. I'm just gonna do my normal thing that I do with all liquid tastings. I'm just gonna have one little taste of it now. I'm gonna taste it for a little bit. I'll come back. We'll talk about it. Cheers. Here's the first one. Very interesting. Very interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit back and I'm just going to vape this a little bit, evaluate it, talk amongst yourselves. The first thing I'm going to do is this. Okay. I feel good about this liquid. This is a good liquid. This tastes wonderful. Very well balanced liquid. And I love burping. I mean, I do love burping. I love really balanced liquids. I like liquids that have multiple components to them. Like maybe it's like this is an example of strawberry lemonade, right? And it's not, oh, I get strawberry on the inhale and I get lemonade on the exhale. Or, oh, I get lemonade on the inhale and I get some strawberry on the exhale. This is like strawberry lemonade. It's like one cohesive flavor that just tastes like strawberry lemonade. Like if you were drinking it out of a cup. If you were drinking it out of a cup, there'd be no way for you to get some lemonade and some strawberry or more strawberry and more lemonade. It's all one cohesive flavor, and that's what I really enjoy about it. It's sweet, but it's certainly not too sweet. It's nowhere near my sweetness fence that I have in my mind. Very sweet, very citrusy, very strawberry-y. The lemonade component of this tastes like lemonade. It tastes like a very, I don't know how to describe it, like a very accurate, natural sort of lemonade, not like Kool-Aid lemonade or like Country Time lemonade, like something you'd get out of a packet or something like that. It's like lemonade. It's like, it tastes like lemons. Like actual lemons. Like there's even a little bit of like the lemon rind, like the skin, like that component. You know when you take a lemon skin and you squeeze it and you get that like citrus like spray that comes out of it? That's what this tastes like. With strawberry, it's really good. I mean, it's really good. I did not really have... I go into all my liquid tastings the same way. I go into all my liquid tastings with very low expectations, because I like to be surprised. And when something impresses me, it just makes my day that much better. This strawberry lemon life lemonade has just impressed the crap out of me. And I don't even know who makes it. There's no branding on here. Manufactured. Is there a manufacturing credit? Who makes this? Prop 65. Oh, manufactured by Flawless Labs in Texas. Holy shit. All right. Flawless. Who knew? Flawless release Lemon Life. I really enjoy it. Let me take one more little bitty toot before I have to make the decision of whether or not it's going to go in the bottle. Yeah, I mean it is. 100%. It's 800% going to go in this bottle. In fact, I'm going to put this in this bottle right now, but the squonker comes with a square bottle, and it is an old school squonker. A-Kids did this Well, you tell A-Kids that A-Kids did a really good job on this. A-Kids from IG. Yeah, oh, I know A-Kids. I know A-Kids. Good job, A-Kids. Dang. This is a really delicious liquid. I mean, this is a really delicious liquid. I wish this squonker was a little bit more new school, but what are you going to do? It's old school design. I'm going to have to take my glasses off to get this bottle back in. There it is. There we go. And now I can happily squonk on my SVC Fractus that I've been dying to use and take out with me, full of Lemon Life strawberry lemonade. Dude, this is a good liquid. This is one of the better liquids I've had in a while. It's very unique, very distinct, cohesive flavor, so well balanced, the perfect level of sweetness. Damn strawberry lemonade. And I have a feeling like a lot of the enjoyment that I'm getting from this is because of this Mike Vapes Recurve RDA. It's that Turk coil in here. It's got that perfect level of crackle poppiness to it. That Recurve airflow is just boner airflow. That with the Turk coil in there, this is the best possible platform for liquid tasting. And I think that's a lot of where this enjoyment is coming from, is that crackle that happens. Fuck, this is good. This is a really... I am impressed as all hell with this strawberry lemonade. Good Lord. And I remember getting this in the vlog and I was like, oh, okay, strawberry lemonade, life. Anyway, next, I kind of like wrote it off like, oh, look, another liquid, another strawberry lemonade. Damn, Lemon Life. This is coming pretty highly recommended from me, you guys. If you have the means or ability to get some Lemon Life strawberry lemonade, damn. And I know, they don't need my, endorsement of this. They're probably selling a quadrillion bottles of it anyway. But it does. It's very highly recommended. This juice is delicious. Oh, so good. Damn, that's good. All right, well, I don't need the bottle anymore because I got it in the squonker. Stoked. All right. Well, let me put away my tools real quickly. Let me put you here. 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 Let me put you there. Let me put you here. Now, here we go. We're getting close. We're getting down to the last 10 minutes of the vlog here. I think it's time. We haven't done this in a while. I'd like to do favorite comments of the week. Of course, we are going to wrap this night up with the Super Chat. Thanks, everybody, for hanging in there while we get to the Super Chat. Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight to hang out with me. I've said this before. I'll say it right now. Vlog Day is literally my favorite fucking day of the week. I just love it. I love doing it. I love that you guys are into it. And I plan on doing this until I'm dead. That's it. If everything else, GrimmGreen, goes away, if all my social media gets deleted and I'm just gone, the vlog will always be here. 100% the vlog will always be here. Damn it. First favorite comment of the week, Dr. Pennsylvania. No, I am not concerned that Nick has a cam set up in his bathroom. Well, so here's the thing. It's not permanently set up in my bathroom. I take it in and out of there whenever I have to shoot video in there. I'm not deucing out with absolutely, Rue. I'm not deucing out with a camera in the bathroom. That'd be ridiculous. That'd be ridiculous. Second favorite comment of the week. Hey, Nick, I'm the one that sent you the peanut butter. Sorry, it's a miss for you. Hope you at least enjoy the old engine oil and Star Wars toys. Andrew. His name was Andrew. There are too many Andrews. There's too many Justins. There are way too many Robs. I know more Robs in vaping. It's ridiculous how many Robs there are in vaping. Anyway, Andrew, yes, very gracious of you. Thank you. I love the Star Wars toys. I'll send you a picture, Andrew. They're up here on my shelf. You can't quite see them right here, but if you see Spider-Man right here, they're kind of to the left of Spider-Man. Anyway, they're all up there. I couldn't not set out Star Wars toys. What, are you kidding me? Next week, we're going to try that old engine oil beer, Andrew. Really appreciate it, man. Got a comment here. So this comment, before I get to this comment, let me explain this comment a little bit. So I think it was the governor of Washington State. Governor Inslee of Washington State was on Real Time with Bill Maher, and there was a link that was tweeted out where you could ask Senator Inslee, Governor Inslee from Washington State, a question. Like, just ask this politician a question. And so John from Bonsai Vapors and the Pink Lung Brigade, he texted me and was like, hey, get on here, ask him a question about the vaping taxes happening in Washington, ask him. And so I asked him a question, and I don't know if it got answered, but there were a multitude of questions on there for Inslee, and this was one of them. I hope you're okay with me sharing this, Jason Sylvia. I don't know if you watch the vlogs, but he had a question for the governor and said, Governor Inslee, how do you feel about your Washington State Senate forcing the House to negotiate with Altria, Philip Morris, Marlboro, Stakeholder, and Juul Labs to give them a huge upfront tax break to heated tobacco and reducing tax on Juul's closed system vapor products in exchange for passing Gary Pollett's HB 1873 tax bill, all while putting over a 100% tax hike on open system vapor products, essentially forcing many small businesses and vapor stores to shut down. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing that's true, that's happening. It might just be just in Washington State. I've heard rumors that this happens in other states, New York, Connecticut. I can't verify that, though. Some politicians are rolling out these taxes for vapor products, but making exceptions for big tobacco products, that they won't be taxed as heavily. So the Juul in Washington State will not be as taxed as heavily as open vapor products in Washington State. The Philip Morris IQOS will not be taxed as heavily as open vapor products in Washington State. That is some horse shit and a half if I've ever heard it. Good Lord. Thank you, Jason, for getting that out there. And look, this is... maybe this has been said so many times that the words have just lost all meaning. But this is it. Like, this is all hands on deck. This is rally the troops. This is every state and city in the United States is going to be passing vape legislation this year. This is, we have judges and big pharmaceuticals suing the FDA so that they'll regulate vapor products more heavily. 2019 is going to be the most uphill battle that we have ever seen. And if we have any interest in keeping vaping safe, legal, and accessible for all adults, this is it. 2019 is our time to initiate some change. And we have to. We can't not. There's too much going on. There's too much at stake, man. 400,000 lives are at stake. Stan left a comment. Oh man, I wish I had a waggle like GrimmGreen. Stan, no you don't. Because my waggle is dumb, A, and you don't want to have a waggle like me. Why don't you have the best Stan waggle that you can have? Be your own person, Stan. I'm just kidding. Love you, bro. Thanks for the comment. Got another one here from Alex. I sent you the KBS. All good. Nick, glad you loved it. P.S. There's some more notes in the beer menu I sent along with it. Yes, Alex. KBS from last week, that Kentucky breakfast stout from last week, Founders, that was from Alex. Bro, thank you so much. Shortly after I did that vlog, I did find your menu list, your beer menu list that was in there. Appreciate that. Second to last favorite comment of the week. This one, I don't know. I don't get this one. Does anybody understand this one? Brielle Maimago said, sorry, men. I like the RTA, but it's confusing on how you explain things. I think the RTA is not for you men. What's that mean? What does that mean? Is that just because I'm a dude and I'm a man and this RTA is not for me because I'm a dude? Even though it was designed by dudes? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know what you're talking about. Last favorite comment of the week. Dan, Nick, I hope you read this. First, yes, please keep building a new product during the live streams. And second, check out the Mecha mod by Deja Vu. It came out first and Ambitions Vapor cloned it. He's getting a lot of heat for it. His diesel RTA also has Mike Vape's recurve dual build deck. He needs to come up with his own designs. That's all. Thanks, Nick. Dan. So Dan's, kind of throwing some accusations around there. I have looked at the Mecha Mech mod by Deja Vu. I've also looked at the VapeWorks.mmk mods, and they're very similar. I mean, look, I'm not here to defend Ambitions Vapor. The product's going to stand on its own merits regardless, right? Same for whatever RTA, whatever Mike Vapes, it's going to stand on its own merits. And if there's constantly, there's constantly borrowing and things going on. I mean, at what point can we just be okay with some things? It's like, oh, you used airflow? Other RDAs have used airflow. You probably should have figured out a different way to get air into your RDA than using airflow that everybody already uses. Way to be innovative. It's a mech. It's a good mech. And if it is a good mech, it'll stand on its own credentials. And it doesn't need to be compared to something else. I'll probably mention it. I was planning on mentioning it, that it looks a lot like that VapeWorks.mmk mod, which I really, really like. Does that make that a lesser mod because this looks similar? No. Does that make the Deja Vu Mecha mod any less of a mod because this one looks similar? No. And whatever cloning that's going on, if people think Ambitions Vapor is cloning designs or stealing designs, that's kind of between the creators and Ambitions Vapor. If Mike has a problem with that I don't think Mike really thinks that. I don't know. I'd like to hear from Mike. I don't think Mike really thinks that. I don't know if he has come out and said, Ambitions, that fucking guy stealing all my designs. Obviously, I can't do a Mike Vapes impression right there. But is he saying that? Is he specifically saying Ambitions Vapor stole my design? Or is it a deck that a lot of RDAs are using, including that Reload Vapor S? It's kind of got a similar-ish design. The recurve has that design, the recurve dual. Apparently his tank has it. I've seen other RTAs with that same design with the airflow on the side. It's not a proprietary thing that one person invented and only one person can use. And I don't know. Ultimately, where I land on this is, if it's good, it'll stand on its own. If it's a copy of something else, people will notice it. And if you think that it's such an egregious copy that you don't want to buy it, then definitely don't. Exercise that. Exercise your rights as a consumer. You vote with your dollars. If you think that this is a clone of the Mecha, then don't buy it. Buy the Mecha instead. And then let it be known that that's the reason you bought the Mecha, was because you don't agree that Ambitions Vapor should have made his mech look a lot different than the Mecha one. These are lines that have to be drawn. I guess personally, in my opinion, it's interesting to me now that if he borrows a design from another mech company, which I didn't know that the Mecha mod by Deja Vu existed before I saw this, and now I'm well aware of it. And yeah, it's pretty fucking similar, right? It's pretty fucking similar. But like I said, it's also going to stand on its own. If it's good, it'll stand on its own. And we're making a big fuss about this kind of looking like other mods, whereas God, I feel like it was just like 4 or 5 years ago that everyone was Team Cheap Mod and just clones. Like everybody's buying clones because fuck originals, fuck authentics. They're too expensive. I'll buy clones. And now we've shifted now to like, it's just interesting. It's just interesting. Pick your battles. And like I said, if the mod's good, then it'll stand on its own, and the mod's good and it stands on its own. So, good Lord, that is way too much. We just went a little bit over time, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to do the super chat. I don't know why I said it like that. Oh, fuck me running. All right. I didn't know. I don't know why I said it like that. But thank you, everybody, for coming to hang out tonight. I'm going to get a little bit less formal on you here, and we're just going to read through the super chats that happened during this here live stream. I saw Jay Hayes at the very end there with a super chat. We're going to get to that. What about the BIP? Gosh damn it. All right. We're already over time, so it doesn't quite matter. Let's spend like 2 or 3 minutes talking about the Z Biip. Let's spend 2 or 3 minutes talking about this Z Biip here. So when I first got this Z Biip, I was just really confused by it. Didn't quite get it. It's got this big cap. It's got this tiny little pod with a very large, AFC at the bottom. When you click it in, it beeps, and it's got this huge button, and I kind of just didn't really get it. I said, this is a thing that's not for me. I was vaping it, and I was like, wow, the flavor's really bad on here. And then someone pointed out, oh, well, before you tasted it, you tried that Icicles liquid. Maybe you think that affected your taste buds? And I went, oh, yeah. So I've been giving the Z Biip like an honest vape, just going at it hard. And it is a really surprisingly good vape. Now, this particular device, this Z Biip, isn't something for me. It's not a vapor product that's marketed to me. I'm not the key demographic for this. This is I don't mean this to be negative in any way, but it's the Duplo of vapor products. It's so simple. It's so simple. It's just this one big tank, and you twist it and fill it and twist it, and you're done. And you have a coil head, and you can control the AFC on the bottom, and you click this in here, and it makes an audible sound so that you know that it's all connected. Nothing to adjust. It's just got this huge button down one side. You press it, it fires, and it's mouth to lung fantasticalness. It's just mouth to lung greatness. It reminds me, and the only reason that I'm bringing up this Z Biip now is because I spent so much time with that Zlide tank. I just instantly fell in love with the Zlide tank, and this mouth to lung is fantastic, and it's a little bit of a spongy mouth to lung, and that's how I'm going to describe the Z Biip as well. It's a little bit spongy of a mouth to lung. But here's the thing. Dimitri and Phil and Inakin, they know mouth to lung. They know what they're doing, and they release just supreme mouth to lung vapes. This is a rad mouth to lung vape. It really reminds me of that Zlide. It's got a little bit of like a sponginess to it. Sorry, hang on. It's got a little bit of sponginess to it. It's a little bit on the stiff side. The airflow feels a little bit stiff. The flavor, really surprisingly good. This is loaded up with that Fall Delight tobacco salt nick. It tastes just as good as it ever has in this. This is for someone who just wants to vape, and that's it. And you don't want a lot of fuss, and you don't need to adjust things, and you don't want to fiddle with wires and cotton and dripping and pods or anything. This is just a big honkin' heavy battery that stands upright, that you cannot lose, that charges via micro USB. This is just a big, easy to use tank that's easy to fill and pops in here, and then it has a big cap. This is clearly designed for a target demographic, someone that would, I don't know, and I'm trying to avoid using the term elderly people, but when I think of someone like my dad, who, if he came up to me and said, I want to start vaping, I'd be like, here's a Z Biip. Enjoy. You're 71. Here's how you can vape. It's the most simple, straightforward, satisfying vape I think that you can possibly get. It's big and heavy. You'll never lose it. Here's how you fill it. You just twist it, and when you press the button and take a drag. I can't think of a better way to describe it. And it's just the Z Biip. It's just the Z Biip. And it's for, I'm repeating myself. Let me take one more toot. We'll wrap it up here on the Z Biip. But as much as this isn't for me, I still abso-freaking-lutely love the way that this vapes. Mm-hmm. It's just the Z Biip. It's just the Z Biip, and I can think of so many types of people and so many people that would benefit from this type of just very simple vaping. It's the Z Biip. That's where I'm leaving that. It's the Z Biip, and it's a great mouth to lung. Now, back to the super chat. Back to the super chat. It does have wattage settings? Are you lying to me? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you adjust. Oh. Okay, so it does have a wattage adjustment settings. Let me try this. No, it's good. It's good. Even with some simple wattage adjustment, the Z Biip, it's just a really great way for someone to vape that doesn't want to fiddle or hassle, or I mean, literally with anything. And again, this is what I think of is like my dad. Being 71 years old, I couldn't possibly be like, well, here's the Caliburn pod, and it's just this little pod, and to fill it, you have to pull off this tiny little cap right here, and put your juice in there, and then snap this back down, and then snap it back in here, and you have a button, or you can have an auto drag. I feel like this pod is more complicated than this Z Biip, personally. Z Biip's great. Okay, let's get back to the super chat. We got to wrap this up. That's What She Said is coming up in about 20 freaking minutes. So I have to wrap this up because obviously I have to be done before that because I want to watch That's What She Said. Anyway, first super chat, Rob Lockerman. Bro, very gracious of you. Congratulations one more time, Rob. You won my Star Wars giveaway and your package is already in the mail. Groovy, bro. Groovy. Ifer, good to see ya. Very gracious of you. Yo, Nick and chat. Whoop, whoop. Let's do the damn thing. Matthew, been trying to send you your Star Wars birthday mail and get a Patreon spot. No avail. Lol. Love the vlogs and my goat. Nick, we appreciate you. It's the DIY Grimm Army water bottle guy. Oh, yes. I know you, Matthew. DIY Grimm Army water bottle guy. How are you doing, Grimm Army water bottle guy? Anyway, very gracious of you. Appreciate that. Ken, for the win. Very gracious of you. Poop spelled backwards is FDA. He's actually 100% correct about that. Logan, very gracious of you. Can we riot yet? Nah. You can't. You can't riot yet. It's coming to that, but not yet. Ifer, if I was a pro wrestler, the new intro would be my entrance music. You know what's hilarious is I thought the same thing, and even back in the day, for a real quick getting to know GrimmGreen, my brother and I were very heavily into professional wrestling. I mean, to an extreme level, and we would wrestle each other. We would wrestle pillows. We set up a wrestling ring in our room. My intro music used to be AC/DC. I don't remember the title. Second track off of The Razor's Edge. So we used to pick our own entrance music, and when I heard that vlog music, I was like, shit, this is like WWE entrance music. Anyway, ZS Benedict, how the hell are you? Also love the vlog. ZS, I am the hell doing awesome, and I also love the vlog. Very gracious of you, sir. Thank you. Zach, a.k.a. Pizza Beard, come Friday, I can stop bothering you relentlessly about hexomes. Who knows, maybe I'll still bug you for fun. Don't bug me for fun, bro. Hang on. Jeremy Svanos. Jeremy Svanos, are you here? Happy birthday. It's one of my patrons' birthday. Jeremy Svanos, it's your birthday today, and I hope you had a fan-fucking-tastic birthday. Happy birthday to you. From me, from the entire Grimm Army, happy birthday to you, Jeremy. Kyle, very gracious of you. You didn't say anything, but here's a fist bump for you. The Dude Reviews, feeling cute, might send a super chat. I don't know. Boosh. There you go. Thank you, The Dude Reviews. Very gracious of you. ST's Original Hip. Here it's 350. Boosh. What's 350? 350? I don't know what that means. Kyle made it to the live stream. Very gracious of you, bro. Thank you. Eifer, one more time. The word you were thinking of is opaque. That's perfect. That's how I would describe this. Opaque, 100%. The Drag-Nano is adorable, Eifer. The Drag-Nano, it is kind of adorable. I kind of just love using it. That's the exact type of mod I asked about last time. Please and thank you. What you talking about, Eifer? I guess that's the advantage of reading the super chats as the conversation is happening rather than at the end, because I don't know exactly what you're referencing, Eifer. Please, you don't have to send another super chat to answer me. You can answer in the chat if you'd like to. Dr. Grizz, very gracious of you. Love you, bro. We'll catch the replay. To bed I go with visions of recoil and drop deads floating in my head. FYI, In Flames' latest album, I the Mask, is awesome. Is it really? I'm a big In Flames fan. I'll check it out. Yo-yo. Bulk Sexy Corona Crew. There you go. Logan Exhales, very gracious of you. For what it's worth, Nick, I lose my mind regularly when it comes to advocating. I take time to look at countries who have even worse tobacco problems like Africa. This is America. We can win. Yes, we can win, right? We're not fucking... we're America. We're America, damn it. Maybe that's holding us back. Maybe that's what's fucking holding us back. On the plus side, Nick, new Nick and Morty in November. Yes. Cody Hinkle, very gracious of you. New Rick and Morty in November. Who's getting excited? Bro, sticky notes for people's names. I know, Rob. Damn it, Rob, I know. Thank you. Very gracious of you, though, bro. J-Mod, very gracious of you. Yo-Yo Nick, it's me, Josh, a.k.a. Jordy. Glad you're actually getting around to the retro vape. How's Pickle Rick? Also, shout out to Pizza Beard. Wow. Jordy's shouting out Pizza Beard. This came from Jordy. This came from you, Jordy. Did this come from you, Jordy? I think this came from Jordy, a.k.a. J-Mod, a.k.a. Josh. Pickle Rick is hanging out by Batman up here. He's in a great spot. Don't even trip. Kay, very gracious of you. There is probably no such thing as nicotine addiction. What? What does that mean? Nicotine addiction. ST's Original Hip, one more time. I think the movie Daybreakers was right. An outbreak of vampirism is needed. Happened in the form of the ants, who are really the soulless undead. Yeah. And you know, I don't know. They're supposed to be looking out for public health, right? I feel like they're just looking out for their jobs, because inevitably when vaping does take over and nobody's smoking cigarettes, everybody in tobacco control is going to be out of a job. I mean, tobacco control is something we have had for decades and decades and decades. They are career tobacco control people. They're all going to be out of a job. That mutation was my girlfriend Izelle's first RDA. Oh, all right. So I got J-Mod Izelle's first RDA. Still vaping. Matthew, very gracious of you. Very gracious of you. Appreciate that. Here is towards wicking lessons. You need them. Wow. That was a burn. Bro, that was a burn. Did you just burn me? Because I feel burnt. Eifer, one more time. Choo-choo, all aboard the vape train. Yeah, I was just going to say that. Choo-choo, all aboard the fucking vape train. DJ Kazuma, very gracious of you. Vaping is going to become a little bit harder in the Netherlands. 10 mil only, even aromas and PG/VG. So glad I have stocked up. Wow. So he means even flavors and PG and VG can only come in 10 mil bottles. Dang. All right. Well, the Netherlands, you know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the Netherlands. I don't know what they're up to with legislation or regulating vapor products. DJ, if you have any updates as to what's going on up there, shoot me an email, because I'd like to know what's going on up there. Trollo, very gracious of you. You didn't say nothing, but here's a fist for you. Ryan, Very gracious of you. Make Addy Tooney a moderator. He links all the important stuff and things. Yeah, you know what? I don't know why Addy Tooney isn't a moderator already. Where you at, Addy? I'll find you. Throw a chat up there, Addy Tooney. I'm going to make you a moderator. You've earned it. Jay Hayes, you want to be a moderator? Nah, I'm just kidding. I can't make you a moderator. What, am I crazy? I will make him a moderator. Thank you. Mike J, very gracious of you, bro. You didn't say nothing, but here's 99 cents. I mean, here's a fist bump. You gave me 99 cents. Here's a fist bump for you. Ryan, if you want to hear some real burps, tune into That's What She Said tonight and hear Jess from DHD really rip them. Yeah, that's the thing. Jess has me beat with burps. She just does. And it's because I get a little bit like timid about it. Like I'm like, I'm going to burp over here. And she's just right at it. It's great. Eifer one more time. Not that many Eifers though. No, there are no Eifers. You're the only Eifer that I know, Eifer. Governor Inslee is going to kill our shops next week when he signs HB 1873. There is a planned protest and march in Olympia on the 21st. Hashtag lost jobs. Hell yeah, Ken. Any details you can give me about that protest, I will blast it out there. I will blast it out there 100%. I can't believe what's going on in Washington State. It is crazy. Crazy. Vaping with Ken, my RDA won't have airflow. Good. You have some actual innovation in there. Jay Hayes, very gracious of you, bro. You didn't have to. I mentioned the Workstat company, absolute amazing mech mod. They are the ones that invented the neural drip tip. Anyway, thank you for being you, brother, and all you support. Hazer, one love. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Very gracious of you, Jay Hayes. Thank you so much. And they are, Vape Workstat, they are the ones that invented the knurled drip tip. They basically didn't create knurling, but they were the first knurled drip tip. I remember they sent me a bunch of doc tips for the original recipe recoil, and I put that OG recoil with the knurled doc tip on that knurled Vape Workstat MMK. It's all I wanted to vape. Slow mode sucks, Jay Hayes. Sorry about that. Here's a shout out to you, Jay Hayes. Hope you're doing good, bro. So is that the Z Biip? That is the Z Biip. This is, not this. This is the Z Biip. You want me to vape it some more? Here we go. There you go. Eifer. Okay, the Pug mod. You asked about internal battery mods. Yeah, there's the Pug. There's a Voopoo one as well that I might be doing a video for very soon. But I'm stoked. I'm stoked about that Pug. ZS Benedict. Nick, in my last super chat, I said Volg, not vlog. That's okay, because I wrote down Volg right here for Jeremy Svanos' birthday. Jeremy Svanos' birthday. Put it in the Volg. Yeah, Volg. Whatever. Just, that's fine. I'm an idiot. That's why I'm on YouTube. Yes, Jmod. Jordy, you gave me the mutation in the Lotus. If you want it back, tough shit. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to say that so bad. But seriously, if you want this back at any time, I'll send it back to you. I don't know, I might keep the Lotus. I'll send you back the mutation. How's that? Vaping like a champion, Jmod. Thank you. Land of the corrupt, Ryan. I could not agree with you more. Land of the corrupt. For British eyes only. Thank you for the very, very gracious super chat there. Currently deucing out some coils for you. Gonna send along some New Jersey beers and liquid too. Show the vlog that 18650 coil I gave you. Maybe, oh yeah, you should do a 26650 next. This is the For British eyes only giant alien coil that I love. It's my favorite thing. It's basically like a fidget toy for me. I'm constantly doing this, which I don't know, draw your own conclusions as to why I do this, but it is just so cool. Big ass alien. I love it, and I will never give it away, and I will never get rid of it. That's what I should be wearing around my neck with the chain. Mr. USA Vapor, can I be a moderator? Maybe later. I don't know. Just got some Poet Sweet Black Tea. Hot damn for British eyes only. Yeah, you did. I love that Poet Sweet Black Tea, bro. It's so good. Lip Crud adds flavor to your drip tips, Ken. Does it, Ken? I guess. Oh, he doesn't want it back. We'll pass it around the Cool Kids Club. All right. Well, I'll re-wick it, and then we'll send it to somebody in the Cool Kids Club. We'll pass it along as like a retro vaping like homework. It's delicious. And finally, Lussimo Dyslexics Untie. Yes, amazing. Dyslexics Untie is one of my favorite things ever. Now that we are through the super chat, we are through the vlog. Let me take one quick look around the room, make sure I didn't forget anything. Okay, here we go. Let me finish off this. Nope, just a huge mess. I'm gonna have some more of this. I'm gonna have some more of this. Boosh. All right, friends. Well, that's it. We're done here. Are we done here? I think we're done here. I was asking if I could buy a pug mod off of you. Oh, yeah, sure, Ifer. Yeah. I'll hit you up on the Patreon there. We'll get you a pug mod, sure. No problem. Anyway, that's it. You guys, this has been the Thursday vlog. Like I've said before, it's my favorite time of the week. And you guys that are here right now that make it to the end, you're just my favorite people on earth. If I ever have the opportunity to meet you in real life, I do owe you a hug or crisp high fives or both. There's a combo deal where you can get a hug and a crisp high five, but we'll make it happen. And that's it. I don't know what the hell that was all about, but that's it. We are officially done with the vlog. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you back here next Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel. And anyway, yeah, I'm just going to end this vlog. Should I just leave it going for a little bit more? No, we got 10 minutes. That's What She Said is on. Also, the Vape Team. I'm going to go watch That's What She Said. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, let's keep on vaping.